Australia as a nation was built on primary industries. The wealth of the land made our nation strong. The 200 years of our history and the lifestyle we enjoy today owe much to the people who produce the raw materials and turn them into consumer goods for Australia and the world. Yet the events of this bicentenary year will mostly be played out in the cities, far from the scenes of primary production. But our primary industries now take their rightful place in the celebrations, occupying a focal site in the greatest single event of the bicentennial year. Brisbane's World Expo 88 has the silo in the city, the Primary Industries Pavilion.
There's been a change to the Brisbane skyline. A change in the air. Our silo in the city, calling people from everywhere to the greatest show in 88. Primary Industries Pavilion.
The silo in the city.
Come and meet us there.
Rising distinctively beside and above the other sail-enshrouded pavilions at this exposition, the Primary Industries Pavilion provides unique promotional and marketing opportunities for primary industries and associated enterprises, offering what has unashamedly been called the marketing opportunity of the century. The pavilion's themed programming and attractions provide a total sensory experience for visitors. Part of a carefully conceived, planned and executed $3.6 million project developed under the leadership of a private organisation, Primary Industries Pavilion Limited. Headed by Queensland Livestock and Meat Authority Chairman Bruce Campbell and architect Andrew Schultz, the group has developed a corporate marketing platform for participants with the potential to reach 2 million endpoint consumers, shareholders and suppliers throughout the 6 months of Expo. A project developed to provide the opportunity for all sectors of primary industries and associated corporations to participate and to maximise return on participants' investments. Corporate and product exposure at this World Exposition is offered through a series of sponsorships and promotional opportunities. Literally the highest stands at the summit of Expo 88's tallest building, with pavilion naming rights being offered to a major sponsor. Their logo, emblazoned atop the silo structure, will guarantee the highest exposure at the World Exposition. Naming rights are also offered to capital work sponsors of the pavilion's header entrance, again ensuring corporate exposure in a key people area. Other promotional opportunities exist within the pavilion's themed surrounds, where a number of participants are choosing to position booths interfacing directly with pavilion visitors. Internally, participation in the pavilion's unique multi-screen video programming offers high visibility and an excellent return on investment. For example, a relatively low-key investment in program time of $120,000 ensures 74 hours on-screen presence throughout Expo, promoting corporations and their products. The video programming, produced and screened using the most sophisticated 3-module multi-screen technology available today, is the centrepiece of the pavilion and offers other corporate image promotion opportunities. Each of the 12 one-hour programs is to be hosted by a leading Australian personality and sponsored by a corporation which will have its corporate logo visible during all hosting segments, an estimated 14 minutes each hour. Some booth space still exists within the pavilion complex for major sponsors, and a high-profile opportunity exists for a corporation to sponsor pavilion staff uniforms. The uniforms will feature the sponsor's corporate identification as well as that of the pavilion. A most versatile sponsorship option is represented by the Primary Industries Pavilion Colour newsletter, which will be issued each month to all Pavilion participants, staff, and most importantly, to other pavilions at Expo 88, with an overall circulation of 5,000. The sponsor will be able to name and dress the publication to the best advantage, and each issue will feature the sponsor's products and services or a corporate profile. A final sponsorship option is within the pavilion's VIP lounge. Naming rights are being offered in this facility, which includes a hospitality bar, phone, video text services, computer link to a bank mainframe, and an internal pavilion viewing balcony. The VIP lounge is destined to play a major role in bringing together Australian producers and international trade delegations during Expo. The pavilion's role as a trade centre is one now rapidly being recognised by international trade contingents who will be attending the World Exposition. The Primary Industries Pavilion is seen as neutral ground, free of the direct corporate relationships evident in other pavilions. And as the centre promoting the broad range of Australian primary products, it stands as the prominent site within Expo for international trade meetings, a function clearly envisaged by pavilion planners. If Australia's primary industries are to remain competitive in global terms and expand export and domestic markets, every opportunity must be seized to promote and effectively market our products. The silo in the city undertakes this task in a way never before seen. A fact put on the record by Federal Minister Michael Duffy at the pavilion's official launch.
First time Australian primary industries have united to promote themselves, but not promote themselves, to promote this nation to the rest of the world.
This world-first project has won the support not only of national leaders, but forward-thinking primary industry leaders and organisations who've announced their participation in the project. It stands as one of the most progressive projects ever undertaken for our nation's primary industries, establishing a benchmark for the world to match. The marketing opportunity of the century. The silo in the city.
There's been a change to the Brisbane skyline. A change in the air. Our silo in the city, calling people from everywhere to the greatest show in 88.
So come to the silo in the city.
The Primary Industries Pavilion.